Potato. Is he gonna play? Hello. Also was not loud at all. All right, let's finish off the arenas. The arenas. Once that's done, go ahead and finish off the Halloween candy. I ate all of it except for one last thing. That just kind of been sitting here. So. Starburst. Starburst next. Ooh, we got pink and red, so cherry and strawberry. Good flavors. Solid. We like those flavors. Lame. AB, yo. Fruity. Wet joke. Did you come from Abdos? Starburst doesn't want to open. Fruity flavors are the best flavors of fruit or of candy. I can see why you left then. The thing is, we just straight don't know. Like, they had the realm event milestones go up pretty high, Like if the champions are part of that, which is where they'll be, like the ask on like the points needed, and therefore the amount of spend, will vary. We take care of the mouse. The mice are dead. We killed them all. As far as I know. I have not seen any other ones. And we went to last year's. Like last year's, it was not as much as I thought it was. Like the amounts for like the solo, for just straight milestones, the solo and alliance ones were really low. Like substantially lower than I was thought. I must have left. Yeah, and they always like up it with like Titan shards or whatever, just for like if people go higher. But it's not like meaningful rewards. They don't keep adding like rank up gems and stuff. They just like add like they set it to where it's like, okay, they want us to hit this, and then if we go above that, it's like it's whatever. Like it's pretty inconsequential usually. Problem is like they usually set it too high too. Like every single rum event they've made, like I don't know if it's their expectation or whatever, but they always set like the base level too high, and it's like we never actually hit it, and they have to like supplement it for us to get like what they put in it. Relic stuff. Was there relic stuff in that offer too? I got it for the T7 and the 2 to 3 gem. The relic stuff in the 3 to 4 random gem, that was like more or less worthless, but the T7B head was pretty good value because we got 2 T7B, which is 2/3 of the rank 4 material. And the 2 to 3, which has a lot of catalyst value in it. So I liked it. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, you're bad. I got it because it was a guaranteed rank 4. Problem is, like, I got kind of like the worst thing out of it. Like 1 skill was like whatever, but getting 2 skill back to back, like that kind of sucked. 1 skill was fine, but I would have actually preferred a different class. Not that I don't want to like rank 4 Kingpin, because I do like Kingpin, but Cosmic class is stacked though. There's a lot of good cosmic options. I mean, you've got your Serpent, which you probably already have, but no, you're mad. You got your Serpents, Dark Phoenix, OG Phoenix, Pull, Super Scroll, even at this point. Who else? Carolina. I mean, there's so many. Yeah, I would, dude. I would rank 4 Carolina 100%. Yo, what's up, casual cat? Yeah, 6-star stuff was more um, dispirited for me. Like I got more like the same kind of stuff. My 7-star stuff has been actually pretty well spread out. For like awakening gems, I've gotten like everything. I haven't been like stuck to one class or two classes. Um, like some people have gotten like 4 skill awakening 7-star awakening gems in a row. And skill, honestly, probably not one of the best awakening gem classes to get. There's like a couple that have been like, yeah, use the gem on him like a Koye. But even people that did that have likely pulled her, so like they didn't need to use one. Um, but yeah, it's whatever. Looks like we're about 3 rounds off of finishing this, so that'd be good spot. We'll get this one finished off, get the feature finished off, and get the basics started, and see what time we're looking like. Yo, Marvel! Sayonara! You ended up duping him? Jeez. That's a little unfortunate. I actually was considering awakening him and taking him up. But the problem is, like, I could do that, but who do I take out of my deck to put him in? It's like, that's where I, like, have trouble, like, ranking up different champions. It's like, okay, I need them to, like, have a specific use for me when I rank them up, otherwise, like, there's not a point in me ranking them up. Yeah, oh my gosh, dude, it lagged and then you read this. What a dick. See, that I wouldn't feel. I mean, you said a week later. That honestly, getting him out of like the Valiant, like a month later, that I wouldn't feel quite as bad about that. Or no, you held on to it for a month, used it, and then a week. Never mind. I misunderstood the way you. Yeah, no. That feels bad. It's like and then yeah, I got you. But no one is ever going to be that guy that pulls a Brian Grant with the Awakening Gem. Let's just throw that out there. The fact that he got it on video, too. Amazing. Yeah, the Wolverine, exactly. MKS Lucas. What? I'm not showing any lag on my end as far as like the stream goes at the moment. So if you're seeing any lag, it's either on your end or the game, one of the two. I usually like make notes of me seeing the game uh, lagging, so maybe I'm used to it at the moment. I don't know. It hasn't been too bad. If you think this is lagging, like, frickin', just give it a little bit. It'll lag real bad. Game's actually been running pretty good right now. Dude, last night before end of the stream, oh, the lag was like, so egregious. A little golden egg, that would've been cool. Yeah, that'd be a cool trip to do sometime. But it's expensive though to like make that trip for like 2 days. Give me the units. All the units. Ooh, crunchy. That's why you just have to qualify for the brawl, and then Kabam will pay for it. Pay for your trip to go. You just have to have, you know, the ability to go. Yeah, should go. I feel like they had a pretty successful event, which is great because like initially at like the start of the year they weren't even sure that it was gonna happen, and then there's like, okay, maybe it'll happen, and then they like did a poll like, okay, if we did do it, how many would go? And apparently that polling went well enough that they opted to, you know, actually make the event happen. And I think it went well enough that like I could, apart from like something going wrong, I could see it happening again next year. Because it didn't happen last year, like they skipped a year. It's not tea time. Hot chocolate time. I do need to finish like drinking the tea though, because I leave technically tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but it's technically Wednesday. Technically. But we got a while. I mean, they might just like make it a thing where like they do it every other year. I don't remember like why they didn't do it last year. If there was like a specific reason for it, or it was just, I don't know. Because it's like they do it for like the anniversary time of the mode. So like annually makes sense. It's like it's the anniversary of the mode, but maybe there's like some other reason they can't do that. But yeah, they did it. I don't remember what they're. It was a year ago. How am I supposed to remember? Like, how am I supposed to know? Please, the love of all that is good. Fix your stat focuses. He's good. I mean, probably not the way I do it, but it's like actually good for you. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. They did that event 2 years ago because it was that was rank threes. Those were the first rank threes. Was Necro for Valiant, Necro, and then the event gave someone a rank three. So like Finn won that or whatever, right? So like he had the first like ever like rank three or whatever. Crap, that's bad. And then they didn't do it last year. It is like kind of weird though that like they didn't give like the winner this year like a rank 5, seeing as like they did that was like because that was like the highest rank for the banquet 2 years ago. Like that was like the thing they got with more rank 3s. Last year it would have been rank 4s. So it's kind of surprising like the winner didn't get a rank 5 because that would have been cool. Crap. I mean, I guess maybe, but I mean, it's not really going to matter that much. One rank 5, I mean, depending on who it is, you can just ban them in battlegrounds and it's whatever. They're not going to be able to use it. Which honestly, depending on the champion that gets rank 5, I would not ban it. Like obviously, if it's someone that's like I would want banned, like of my usual like kind of ban options, and depending on the meta, of course, would change if they're worth me actually like taking out of their. I don't think it would change how much money they made for Banquet if they gave the winner of the Brawl, because none of the biggest whales are the winners of Brawl. The biggest whales wouldn't have the first rank 5, but they also didn't have the first rank 3 either. They had the first rank 4, but so like I don't get it. Really? I mean, a lot of them actually do place in Mysterium. I'm pretty sure Yusafa winds up in Mysterium. I think. He's like decent enough for that, plus he has massive deck, which helps. So I want to say he finishes somewhere in Mysterium, maybe. Not a Celestial player, but yeah, for money. Plus, they're usually like in like the higher AQ, higher war types of alliances because they have the roster that helps in those areas. Mysterium is top 1,000. Yeah, the biggest whales are definitely not in Celestials, but Mysterium is fair game. It's top 1,000, so. broski. You like not be a dick with your things. Yeah, Celestial's the top. Okay. So long as you play enough, yeah. But yeah, for the most part, that's kind of cool. Uru Warrior. Yeah, that happens. You're gonna be dead before I can throw my special 2. Special 2 is gonna be okay, I went so forward. Now it's lagging super hard. It's legit just frozen. I was last season, dude. I could not play for the life of me. Finished like Arcane 4 or whatever it was. Got like 60 some odd thousand. Literally less than half of the Radiance I would have gotten in Mysterium. So bad. That was my fault. We have an extra long season though, and I've got several days off, so we could make it happen. Although Christmas week, I'm gonna be house sitting for somebody, so we'll see what happens. That's gonna be busy for me because like all of the days I'm not working, I'll have to like check before and after work or whatever with the dog. Yeah, it was higher than the season before, oddly enough. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really seem as much rhyme or reason for the scores being higher or lower as you think. Because you're like, oh, like this meta kind of sucks, so people don't want to play it, so the scores wind up lower. But it's like not always like the case. Captain Britain's a problem for Captain Britain's sake. Super annoyed. Good news. Yeah. I probably just gonna. I mean, it depends on the meta and like who else they have in their deck. But I feel like I'm gonna start now banning like the really hard counters. I'm still gonna be banning Solvard because he also does that fight and just screw Solvard. I don't like fighting him. And what's his face? The new counter. The hard counter. So laggy. God. Maker, thank you. I'm just dead on it. Alright, we got it. Oh. Thank goodness for long special animation for that. I draw such hard blanks on names. Like, I know it, I can picture the figure, I know the class, but I like the name. God. Yeah, it seemed like she started with like 2.5, at least offensively. Defensively, it depends. That might be like offensive only. I feel like that would be like no way that she starts with that defensively. So it might just be like offensively specific in her kit, but we obviously just don't know. So, or do we know? Has her deep dive come out? I have a feeling that's probably just like offensively. Obviously, it could be both, but because the snippet we only saw her offensively, and she did start with like 2.5 stars. I have a couple things. So long I've been banning. But it just kind of depends on like the meta and how I've built my own deck a little bit. I was kind of auto banning Captain Britain too, actually, but now that I have her, I'll have to kind of deal with her some more. Well, mine just happens to get banned. Yeah, Carolina, not like an auto ban, but I did ban her a lot. Not all the time, but I did ban her quite a bit. Ouch. Ooh, I'm glad that crit. That's so sketchy. I really need her duped so I don't have to like do that stun wait and make it like super sketchy. Because if you mistime that and they just go and get off the stun and throw their special or something, you're just wrecked. It was so sketchy. But it does change a little bit depending on like how they've overall built their deck, a little bit. Yeah, well, he deals with the armor ups, and he has the dot damage, which is nice. So. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. Yeah, he gave me power a little. We got him. He's often my and I don't know. Is he usually? I feel like actually he's not a lot of the times. I feel like I actually haven't used him in a deck in a while. Honestly, Super Scroll has become a lot more annoying to fight. The Mystics are still probably gonna clap him, but outside of those, like, oh my gosh, he's like substantially worse to fight than he used to be. I have all my rank 4s in my deck right now. So, yeah, at rank 4, I'd probably throw him in there. Yeah. Honestly, though, I feel like I would rather like rank 4 a Venom than Maestro. Because Venom just freaking claps stuff, dude. Well, they're already annoying. It's just you need him big enough so that like, he's not just nuked down before like they have it to take an effect. Which, if you're using a rank 4 versus a rank 3, you're probably gonna deal with it, and it's not gonna be as bad. He's the kind of fight that like if it does stall, it's worse. Yeah. It used to be kind of like just an auto draft kind of champ, but yeah, not so much anymore. God, it's lagging so dang hard right now. I told you just had to wait. Yeah, you're dead. Oh, it's like just cool enough in here. I need to like throw on my sweatshirt for the time being because like I'm actually. Just a little bit of a chill. We'll finish off this round here and. Ouch. Bro, let me parry. Give me a second. In the laundry. Oh, it's warm. Oh. Oh. I shouldn't toss it. And oh, sweater, and it just came out. Oh, oh, that's better. Oh, just siphon the heat out of it. Oh. Oh man. Oh, that's so much better. Potentially, as long as you prevent her from throwing a special. But he's already buff immune, so I don't think you'll have to worry about it because he doesn't gain buffs anyway. Or actually, no, he's already he's immune. He's buff immune as is. So is that actually a bad thing? Yeah, in that case, yeah. You don't have to wait out the buff immunity then, because he just has that in his kit. So you just have to never dex. Maybe I'll just kind of sketch. I mean, it would obviously work if you could pull it off, but like, if she threw a heavy, you know, you'd get a poison on you. You know, so you can't bait out heavies, you can't dex, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's not great. You'd need somebody that's doesn't gain the dexterity, but isn't immune to the buff. Just doesn't get it. Like, Silk or Shuri. But if your special 2 didn't kill, then you'd be eating a special 3, basically. Beautiful. People still do like pretty wild things with Silk. She is just kind of stupidly strong. Ouch. Well, the Bulk hasn't had like a good meta in a while. Like I haven't had him in my deck either because like they just last meta like he wasn't useful. Yeah. I wanted to rank up Silk for the longest time, but like for the longest time I didn't even have her. I finally got her, but she's still unawakened, so like that's what's preventing me from ranking her up. Well, I do like Silk. Um, yeah, a lot of people have Shock to rank 4 now. Yeah. Yeah, Photon's still valuable. Pig is stupidly valuable. Mine's Sig 200, but he's not, it wasn't natural. Like, I gave him a ton of Sigs. He was like one of the earliest champions I like Sigged up. Yeah, Shocker is a better prestige. Is her prestige really that low? I didn't think her prestige was that low. Definitely don't hurt. I need to have the Sigs for. I need to give Sigs to Spider Woman and Jean when they get awakened because they're both like useful, and it would be better for my prestige. Although the main thing with Jean is like just being awakened, kind of like with Onslaught. Because Onslaught's like gonna be top 30 for like a long while. Yeah, Pig. I actually haven't seen a lot of rank 4 pigs either. He definitely gets seen. He's so strong, oh man. I love Pig. Just myrtleizes stuff very quickly and efficiently. And like his base attack, like honestly hit pretty hard too. Like he's got good attack rating. Oh yeah. Really? Freaking lag. The lag! Hate the lag. It's like 2 more ought to do it. Should put us at 42? 42 rounds. Yeah, she's got a good heavy reach. Yeah. I wish more champions didn't just get completely hit in the face from dashing back once. Like Izola's heavy is like it has such a weird long reach. But it's also like really fast between like that initial hit and the shocking. Yeah, I think his crit rate's pretty decent. He's got really good base stats apart from it, like, and despite like having a low HP, like lower than average, he's tanky because he also reduces attack by a bunch. Between the taunt and the special damage reduction with the nonsense, like he's very tanky. Reduces attack by a lot. Come on, I'm trying to... There we go. Slows down a little bit, but like you can work them pretty well still. No, I'd have a bunch because there's Spider-Woman, Spider-Ham. Like if you have them ranked up, like there's a lot worth having. How many do those actually might... I can't think of any other. Who do I have in my deck? I definitely have those ones. Photon, sorry, Photon's in there, yeah. So those ones. For Pig, yeah, that's what I use, the Black Frequency one. That's what I use. The Intercept, what is the next one? I can never remember it off the top of my head. If my thing will load. So Victory Track is Prowess makes perfect, which is while the defender has a prowess buff, knocking him down with a heavy removes one and grants the attacker 50% prowess for 15 seconds. Combat Deja Vu prowess, and outside in, which is if you're away from the defender for too long, you get rooted. And then 3 and 4 is encroaching root and stung once, shy twice, which is kind of annoying. And then arms race for 5 to 6. To be very nuky. And thing. Yeah, thing is sometimes in my deck. Nefaria, yeah, occasionally. Not all the time, but... Same, Eli, same. Mine's duped as well. I don't even know if I've leveled him up. He might be like max level, but he's still rank 1. Yeah, and her specials do a lot too. I mean, it wouldn't affect the burst damage, but the hits themselves would do a lot. I don't know. I haven't been having to mess about with them. I don't know. There's just other science I'd rather do. Like obviously, I did Pig. I don't know. It just doesn't seem. I actually do ban him a lot, just because like he is annoying enough. I'd rather not deal with him, but he's also not that bad to fight. Bro. Rank 4 Jack. I mean, not anytime soon. I'll do Shocker over Jack. Celery. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I do have count. Yeah. I have most champions. There's not a whole lot I'm missing. Yeah, Britain's become pretty common though too. I might have to do that one. Can I get some inputs first? That would be lovely. Crossbones? Yeah, Crossbones will be great. For like the entirety of the season, he'll be good. Gobble gobble me, gobble gobble you, gobble gobble 3, gobble gobble 4, gobble and have some more. One, gobble gobble 2, gobble gobble me, and gobble gobble you, gobble gobble 3, gobble gobble 4, gobble please, let me have some more. It depends. Like you'd only lose the race if you're doing crossbones and crossbones, which ideally you set yourself up. It depends on the meta. I would leave him in there probably, and just like, you know, if he gets a matchup that like he can use that for, I'll just like, you know, that'll probably be a loss, but it's not guaranteed. Depends on who you give him to it for. Oop, there's a first appearance Yondu. Somebody raise, but you used to yeah. He's just kind of that guy. He is very much so Chad Bones. Whoa, that was weird. It like lagged through his animation and it like made it look weird. Bruh. Let's see. Yeah, still got another. Bones, when you knew I found it, you knew I would be this way. Yeah, sometimes. He can be annoying, depending on the meta and just kind of how the fight goes, because it can go poorly. Definitely proof of that. True Above, maybe? I don't remember. No, I wouldn't say he's a 5 out of 5 defender by any means. I mean, shoot. Serpent's not a 5 out of 5, I don't think. I think they put him at like a 4.5, right? Or Dark Phoenix, I think, is a 4.5 too. Like, it's like we don't have many 5 out of 5 defenders. We have a lot of like 6 out of 5s that are labeled 4 out of 5 or 4.5. It's like you guys suck at projecting like values to these things. Bro. Dusty Bones. Skadoosh. 79k. Ouchie. Gross. I mean, just because of how you have to fight him, we could be a slight stall, but not much. Because you can't do full combos versus him. Unless you do the auto block thing and then get rid of the charges, and then it's like... That is a lot of rank 4s. Miles is actually, like, really solid. It's crazy that I gave everyone him at SIG 200, honestly. He was like one of like the best options for doing like that one Abyss run for a Karina's challenge. Like he's really, really strong for it. Like you could do that with him at rank 1. Especially at SIG 200, it would be really nice. That and the fact you'd get more charges than being a 7-star too, so. Be a good time. Bro, I was trying to throw my special, you dick. Bro. Dude, I am trying to... Oh my gosh. Okay, at least he died. Man, I almost lost that fight. We raise a mighty roar to our God. The Lord! So much lag. So egregious. $26. I feel like that would like just barely be in my prestige at this point. But I think it still would be, but I feel like that's like barely in there. Partly just the fact that I have, you know, as many rank 4s as I do now. And I definitely have some rank 3s that are higher prestige than that. $26K. Where would that put him for me? Ah, never mind. That actually would put him pretty high. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, I was like, wait a minute. So that would knock off Domino and put him. So that's 6, 10, 14. So that put him in like what, 16th place? Put him in Omega Red spot. That'd be right, literally right in the middle of my prestige. Yeah, the undupes are pretty bad. And Okoye is only Sig 1, so she's like pretty low too. Even though she's actually has really good prestige. She's a top 30 prestige actually, I believe. Um, but at Sig 1, like it's not very high. Yeah, so I mean, so it's easily top 50, which means she'll be top 30 for a while. So she's like very reasonable investment for prestige because the investment will last for a lot longer than some champions that are lower on that list. Flex the legs, the muscles. Yeah, like I mean, I wouldn't rank him for specifically for free. I mean, I do kind of like him. Like I was actually really low. I grinded him out as a 6-star, or a 5-star, I think, and took up the 5-star immediately. Um, like I maxed him out, ascended him, took him up, all that. It's like I really liked him. But then I was just like, just like after that, it just didn't really matter. He'd actually, yeah, he'd actually nuke the week 6, 5 and 6. He is insane for arms race. He very much so can nuke for sure. Dag nabbit. Came a little bit disconnected. I knew it immediately because I could hear the sound of the game. I'm like, that's not supposed to hear that. Give it a second. It might come up. If not, I'll have to fiddle with it. It blipped on me. Why is it blipping? It's so weird hearing the game sounds outside of like through a stream. Like the only time I ever actually hear them is when I watch somebody else stream. See if we can't get it back up here. Hold on. Oh, I think that might have done it. There we go. We got it. We got him. Give me a second. Un momento. Burp. Yeah, honestly, that's doing way more than I thought it was going to. Ooh, nice. Oh, those did too. Nice. It's only 3 more, but heck, I'll take it. I'll take it. Sweet. Sold. We got him. Got him. Yeah. It's crazy how much like Bishop fell off too. Like Bishop used to be like a really good staple offensive defensive champion in decks, and like nobody runs him anymore. I never even wound up getting mine to rank 3, and now it's like not really a point in me doing it because like it's just not for decks anymore. My toes are like icicles. Korg fell off, yeah. Honestly, Atuma kind of fell off a little bit too, just because like he gets nuked by so many of the newest mutants. You know, Onslaught, Jean. I mean, Cassandra can do them. Dazzler, yeah. Bro. They accidentally gave the AI that always decks thing they built. Oh. Yeah, no, I still like Zola. Zola's in my decks. Because it requires, like, kind of a specific kind of option, and if you don't get it, it's a really rough time. If you don't get somebody that can, like, get easy, like, heavy knockdowns, you're in a rough spot. You definitely can get nuked by different options, but, like, you can't just fight him with anybody and have a good time. Yeah, exactly. You can just not get a good option for fighting him. And even options that work, like Photon works, but it's like, it's a slow option. She's not nuking the fight. She'll get it down just fine and, you know, easily enough, but it's a slow fight. You can't use anybody that relies on their special attack damage to, because like it just completely nerfs special attack damage to literally nothing, basically. Like it takes no damage. Thanos, Cole, Carolyn, Stargirl, Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman can, yeah. Not everyone has drafts Thanos. He's either banned or just a defender or used elsewhere, you know. Cole, not everyone's running Cole. Not everyone has Carolina. And you could just not draft any of those. Starkey is another one that not everybody runs. I also like them, like, you could use them as, like, a 7th option, as, like, a force option. Like, force them to have somebody that works for it, like Thanos, and then just never actually place him. So they have to, like, hold on to it so they can't place him either. I like, that's, you know, strategy in play, you know. You have something they need to have a counter to, and then just don't use it if you can afford to, forcing them to hold on to the counter and not use it for, you know, something else. It's very effective. Exactly, as a bait option. Either. Is he like a force to hold, or as like, okay, you just throw it as a throw round or something to bait out something specific? Yeah. Like you don't have a good option to fight a Thanos with. You're okay with losing that round. Just throw him down. Get rid of the Thanos. And if they don't use the Thanos because you don't have a good counter to him, well, Mike could win the round then. Then you're probably losing to Thanos, but either way, it's a, you know, you're not any worse off. Basically, you'd have to do that round 2, like having one round 1. Then you have to do that to force a round 3, because if they don't, then you're either gonna win it in round 2. Now, ideally, like if they could do it, like if that was like their only chance of, or like their best chance of winning, like yeah. Using the Thanos to give them the round 2 win, but if they didn't have something good for round 3, then it's like a waste of time to go for it. So like sometimes I would use the lesser of the options myself, having the potential to lose it in round 2, but having a better chance of winning round 3. That is also another thing you can do. I often kind of do that myself. Okay, that was sketchy. My heavy did not connect. Thankfully, I got the special off. Why did that reach, dick? Or if you if you do like a mirror matchup and you can do a race. I like mirror matchups honestly, where you have like even, and then just like play it on like skill and AI. That's always fun. Come on, bro. My thumb was like nowhere ever near that stupid Carolina. Ooh, I feel like Cole probably does the Zola faster than Thanos. I don't have a lot of experience with what Cole does for that fight, but I feel like, I mean, that would be a close matchup, but I want to say Cole, if you have like a rank 4 Cole versus a rank 4 Thanos, I feel like Cole would win that. Yeah. That sounds about right. Bro. I went for the full dex, I missed it. I could believe that, yeah. Sentinel's tanky. I mean, Zola's tanky, but he can't be cold or Thanos very well. So that actually gives him a heck of a lot more value. Polar Thanos, or Polar Gallon. That is. It might come down to just like the season, like which I would wind up doing first. I really do like just nuking stuff. I really don't like, because like I could quest with Cole, whereas I don't like using Gallon for questing. Like one of the reasons I even like ranked Gallon up to rank 3 was to replace the 6-star version of him in my AQ team. It's also true. I would hold on to it for at least until we get all the champions till the end of the year. And if you happen to have a Mystic, anybody that has a Mystic, I would hold to see what, because Thor doesn't matter. Absman, I don't think I'd rank 4 Absman, honestly. I don't think he has enough value for that. But Doctor Strange rework, if you could get your hands on him, could be fabulous. Depending on how they do what they do to him, that would be potentially amazing. Imperiosa also Cosmic, yeah, that's true. But you're only getting her if you spend, so. Yeah, Magic will be sometime next year as well, but you'd be holding on to it for a while if you're waiting for Magic. She's not going to be till at least the middle of next year. Honestly, I would say if she wasn't coming in ratings, like I could see Magic being like one of the champions in like the Heart of Fire Omega Days style event. I mean, no, you're right. Accelerate does spend the monies, but I'm just saying. And for like spent honestly, like it's one of the cheaper 7 stars you can get because like it takes what? I mean, you get a piece for $10 and you get like 8 of them for free. So you need to buy at most 4. So like $40 for a 7-star. Like literally the only 7-star cheaper than that is like the track champion at $30. Like. It's not enough though. The only way to get him to get enough pieces, you'd have to place in C4 at least once. And that was when like it was set up to where 3 of the pieces came from BGs. Dagnabbit, it's like just that little bit coming loose, I think. Actually, I'm not sure. I didn't click that time. Oh, there it went. Oh, let me set myself up. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, which is crazy to me. Like, especially since it required, like, you could do that 3 times. You could place in the top 100 3 seasons in a row and still not be able to get it. Top 100. And just, yeah, no. It's like, dumb. Yo, Slinger. Hi, hi, hi. Right. Oh my gosh. Really? It lasted just long enough to ruin me. She has no reach to, like, make any kind of contact after you're rooted in that corner. So obnoxious. That was so unfortunate. Ah, the lag. Ouch. I have to be really careful versus stupid Nico because we can't die here. It's really annoying. That was only a rank 3 too, and I just melted. Well, I got hit in the face a little bit too. I did mess up because I was like, oh yeah, I stunned him. But like no, he was stun immune. So like I was like, oh yeah, I got the parry, so he's stunned, and then it wasn't stunned because stun immunity. Dude, Kindred has a lot of value. I want to take him. I want to take him out. Super Scroll. That's rank 4. Dude, Super Scroll, man. Super Scroll stocks are higher than they've ever been. That's how you know this dude spends, too. Ouchie mama. Yeah, AI too. Yeah. Lag is gonna get me killed, man. I'm telling you what. Yeah, Footloose makes him really annoying. It's actually just enough time. Like if you can push him to special 2, like you can make contact with them without yeah, the falter timer is like so much faster too. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get there. Is you can like tap him from his special without getting punished to pause it. He's so much more annoying to fight because like he gets the power gain earlier. I think it's more potent even. Like the falter comes up more quickly. Like he is substantially worse to fight. Like he was like kind of annoying to fight before, like in like a longer matchup if you didn't have like a good option because of the power gain order. If he was like high sig and whatnot, but like he's actually legit annoying now. Like if you have the counter, yeah, like someone like Kushala, something that deals with buffs, like it's like any Mystic is gonna do pretty dang well. But outside of that, it's like way worse to fight. You can fight him with basically anyone before, and now it's like I feel like if you don't have a Mystic, you're not having a fun time. Yeah. I'm actually curious. Did they actually bump up the power gain? Super scroll. Let's see. Scales from. Let me change it to a 6-star. To 7.1%. No, they didn't actually change the potency of the power gain. Okay. Yeah, 10. So every 10 seconds. Or actually, no, the first falter is 10 seconds, and after that, like, it goes on cooldown for 22 seconds. So, like, it's on a 22-second timer, but at the start of the fight, they changed it to 10. And before, it was 25 seconds. So they reduced the timer overall, but also like made the first one go in 10 seconds. Let's see. What else do they do? So they didn't adjust those at all. Looks like they actually lowered the energy vulnerability. But it lasts longer. Before it was a higher, and it was energy resistance. Well, yeah, energy vulnerability lowers energy resistance, but it was more potent, but it didn't last near as long. It only lasted 5 seconds, but I doubled the potency. Let's see, they increased the fury amounts and the armor up amounts. Doesn't look like it. But the overload triggers at lower buffs. Incinerate. Did they change the incinerate? Oh, they very much so changed the incinerate. Before they were like really short, but now they're doing over 15 seconds. So like per tick, they're doing less, but they're lasting longer. Substantially longer. So overall, it's doing way more damage. No, sorry, I was looking at the overload incinerate. Sorry, if you have the furies, that's only 1.5 seconds. The special 2, 1. Uh, 16. So they lowered actually the incinerate from that one, but actually increased the damage of the special 2 one over a shorter period of time. So each tick is higher. Anyway. Yeah, shock, incinerate, and special lock. I think they did a good job of like just adjusting like the way his current ability set to just update it to like a more modern levels. I feel like they did a really good job of it. I want to say like he kind of wrecked me in 9.4 when I was doing that. It was 9.4, right? I don't think that was the EQ. It's hard to keep track of anymore. Blaze! I mean, we already got the rewards from last season. They come out on Fridays. The seasons end Wednesday, and the BG rewards come out Friday. impressive. I mean, who do you want to? I'm personally going to take them both. Gotcha, I guess. You kind of just it's tougher actually, like in this one, I think. In the basic here, I basically just use rank 1 7 stars for like to get the multiplier up, and then I use, you know, maxed out 6 stars ascended to basically you want to like, because the King and Thanos teams actually are easier to get to 15 if you can have those happen, because otherwise, because maxed out 6 stars not ascended are a lot easier to fight than 7 stars at rank 2 or 3 or 4, especially with other 6 stars. So King and Thanos teams to make it actually easier. And then you still have to kind of worry about the next like few. You can kind of potentially get some bad matchups up until you get past like 20. But it only takes like, you know, 24 to max out the milestones. It's not bad. And Luke, Mortal Purgatory. I still took up Ham even having a rank 4 Spider-Man, but I also really, really like Spider-Ham. Purgatory I would probably take up over Mordo. Luke Cage is honestly really solid though. I don't think you can go wrong with taking him up to rank 4, which I kind of hate to say because like he was mid-Cage for like the longest time, but he's actually like solid right now. I just like Spider-Ham more. Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean I generally don't hit it day 1, not that it would be impossible, but I always get there I get there in like, you know, 2 or 3 days of playing. Just a little slower. Actually, Spider-Ham is faster, depending on the matchup, than Spider-Woman, I would say. Spider-Woman, to like really, depending on the health pool, like you need a special 2, special 1, potentially double special 1, so 3 or 4 bars of power, whereas Spider-Ham, you can kill stuff using like 2. Yeah, he's goated. Yeah, a little bit RNG, but like the chances are high enough that like it's not bad. You dick, bro. Fine, screw you. I mean, yeah, I could see Spider-Man actually functioning for that, I suppose. But Pig, I have tried to use Pig, and I think it went poorly just because I kept getting the, like the burst damages through my block. He can be, for sure. I just don't really like him that much. For the most, usually. Yeah, Luke Cage can do Kindred like really, really well. Although Pig is probably even faster for it, I'd say. More tanky? I mean, that's debatable. Ham is like really tanky. Spider-Woman has a bigger health pool, but Ham mitigates damage more than Spider-Woman does. Both regular and special attack damage. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new dude, Spider-Ham can like tank special 3s. He reduces degen without synergies. That's part of his base kit. I knew I messed that up. Fudge. It actually mitigates degen better than like any other champion, I would say. He's like the closest to like actually someone being degen immune, I'd say. Hulk has resistance, but it's also dependent on how low his health already is. And even Nefaria's degen. Actually, Nefaria would be pretty close second, I think, because doesn't he have like 95% degen resistance, depending on like his. I mean, that scales with his like his charges, but. I really wanted that to be unblockable. I messed up. A 7-star, it's like 1,000 attack or something like that for the first 15 seconds of a fight. It's like, it's not that big a deal. I did watch that Seaton video on it though. It's like, if you use the 7-star of Lizard, a 1-star Spider-Man cook, like it doesn't. Like if you have the 7-star, just use the 7-star. It's just gonna do nothing for Spider-Man, dude. It's like, really? It's completely inconsequential. Like, I very rarely use, like, synergy stuff. But they're useless in Battlegrounds. Like, you don't get synergies. know. I'm excited for Kingpin, man. I love Kingpin. I've used he had value for a long time as only a 6-star, even when 7-stars were, you know, becoming more prevalent. Like he held on to his status for a while. Yeah, I mean generally you're not even using them in EQ either, because like you're, well, yeah, you can't in Elder mode because you're only using one champion at a time. Yeah, synergies are, I don't know, it's not the greatest setup. I mean, I didn't even intend to go this far, it just kind of happened. Ugh. Most goated synergy. It depends on what you're trying to use a synergy for. Thing with the champion synergy is still pretty nasty. The crossbone nullify immunity synergy is pretty solid. I mean, like if you take like the full Deathless team into Necro specifically, like that's an insane synergy setup, you know. I mean, yeah, it's sort of. It's not like the worst, I suppose. I never really used it all that much though, because like I never had Hood ranked up enough, and running recoils like he has enough debuffs. Like if you, like it's generally just not necessary. If like the fight is like has a bunch of debuffs on it, like you're just gonna get him fast enough to trigger overrun anyway. That it's not really a big deal. Yeah, the trilogy, yeah, it's still solid. Ghost ahead. That is a solid surgery too. For sure. Agent Venom I think requires 2 to be really insane, but yeah. Quake Fury for the evade, yeah. Just as like a safety net. The 3 evade charges for getting hit. I don't know, evade usually throws me off. Scorpion, I believe. Craven and Scorpion, I think. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Silk Shocker, I'm not familiar with that one. What does that one do? I don't think I know what Scorpion Venom do either. Such points! Much wow. Fury for HT. Oh, yes, yeah, Scorpion. Crazy synergy. Yeah, I don't think I wound up with Craven. 'Cause he was also in like a spend event that I didn't do. Was he in July 4th this year? No, that was sorry. That was or no, he was in Cyber. When did was it Cyber last year? I don't know, something like that. He was in some spending event that I didn't participate in. Cable APOC is solid, yeah. Yeah, that's fine with that for now. It's mostly almost done. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Give me a second. Yeah, Cyber. I think that sounds about right. Cyber last year. And we'll get ourselves some tea. We need the more tea. There's nothing that long though. I mean, paths just aren't that long. I mean, even Necro is. I mean, what, like 15 fights? So much. Is that just higher than I? How is it that high? It goes up to really stupidly high amounts. I don't know. Domino's fallen off quite a bit too. Plus, I mean, the 7-star, for it to have really any reasonable value, it needs like the high sig. So, I mean, I did just dump a bunch of sigs into my Domino because I wanted her to do that. But all right, let us see if we can't finish this off here. What class is this? This last one is, I don't remember. Let's see. Mystic. Oh, cool. It's that one. Beautiful. Well, this is a cheesy one. This is like the cheesiest quest. Intercept, guaranteed crits, and then skill. Pick with a debuff. That's fine. So Kushala. And the cheesiest option, where is she at? Guillotine. We went ahead and ascended her too. And then we can just, I have some skill champions. Black Cat with guaranteed crits sounds nice. Crossbones can in fact crit with that kind of note, I think. Let's give it a shot. And then Rickoy just kind of collapse, whatever, sure. Help with what? What dost thou need? Thunder Crystal, I liked the free one, but I got who I want from that, so like, eh. doesn't necessarily have a lot of unit value. I mean, it does at my level just for the collection. Help with money, yeah. Don't we all? Let's just go that way. I think that'll be fine. Again, I never freaking take the what they consider the easy path. Although that one's not like terrible looking. I'm gonna take that too. Relic? No, I wouldn't spend any units on relic stuff. If that was like the main thing in it, like no, I wouldn't buy any of that. Generic rank 3s or have decent value. Yeah, I don't care. It's like, this doesn't have like a bad thing in it. It's fine. It's so laggy. Depends on what you're looking to do and like where you're sitting at, you know, with your roster wise. How many units you have, and depending on how much you have, like Banquet might have more value. I mean, rank 3 stuff, I mean, if you're Valiant, gets, you know, is only getting more and more prevalent. Alright, you're power draining. That's annoying. Well, this is going to be a really slow matchup. God, the lag is not doing me any favors. Crap. Like, she should not be in the, like, power drain immune champion should not be in this freaking quest. Completely defeats the purpose of the node. Like, you can't make use of the node for the... Oh yeah, yeah. And baseline Valiant and like where I'm at is like ridiculous. We're so far away from having needed a new progression. mitigating my combat power rate too, you butt. That fight would have been over like 10 seconds sooner. It's like the cheesiest Mystic node, like, ever. What can I say? I like cheese. Grilled cheese, string cheese. All the cheese. It's great. She could literally do this to anybody that's not immune to the power drain, like the stupid so long as they're not bleed and rupture immune. Then she's set. But I think there's only one champion I can think of that is both bleed and rupture immune. But just straight bleed immunity doesn't matter. If they're not bleed immune, then she bleeds them. This is a rank 3 ascendant, like. Yeah, she cheeses the Mystic EQ. It's the specific node that she just kind of claps. I feel like they use this node more often than any of the other Mystic ones too, so. Bro, it would be really nice if I could put you into the corner, but the lag is making this very difficult. Bro. There we go. Good. "30-second fights, though. Apart from that stupid Phoenix one. Because she was immune! Put someone immune to what the node does in the path. Like, they really need to quit doing that. Do this thing to do this path. Champion on path. Immune to thing. Like, unhelpful. But welcome at Blade. I want to say Crossbones can crit with the guaranteed crit, right? Even if not, like, you should do this pretty well. No, I guess not. Oh well. Still crushed it though. I think was that guaranteeing I get a Fury on my hit because like he gains a Fury when he would crit, but doesn't crit. So with guaranteed crit, I think that guarantees he gets a Fury. Might have been how that was working because I was getting a lot of Furies. So that was effective. I've got excess of literally all of the things except for you because I just did a rank up. Let's see. This would take too long to run this, wouldn't it? Problem is these are just too dang long. It is the mutant one. The mutant one goes pretty quick. A lot of these seem very familiar for the mutant. Some of them are definitely different, but I feel like a lot of these are like very similar. Whatever, let's run it. Let's see, mutants, yada yada. Let's see, that's poison immune. Well, you counter the, you'll work. Counter evade. How bad are the health pools for this first quest? It can't be too bad, right? 600,000? I mean, it's not great, but... Ouchie mama. Ah. Okay, that was not trying to throw that. So stupid. Now you evade, because I'm not countering it anymore. Ouchie. That was lame. It's fine, we can heal up. You're 14? Dang. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Try and heal up a little bit. We're not healing up like that. I wasn't trying to throw that! I'm dead to the recoil. Oh my gosh. Ugh! I really do hate that. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. No, I'm still spending a bit more. I just have to wait on something. Dude, why? Oh, because of the ability extra reduction. God, that's annoying. Broski. This is a bad match trying to use Sinister 4 clearly. That was annoying. That was really annoying. What am I get rid of? I've got 16 right now. With a gem for one, catalyst for another, and then I'll get another rank 4 gem with another 5k units. So we'll be able to have up to 20 by the time I'm done. Right now, I've only spent 24,000 units. How have I not triggered any bleeds? There we go. That's big heal right there. Crap, I actually didn't want to throw a special too. Shatter's amazing. Out of all those, I would do Shathra, 100%. Shathra needs the rank 4 more than Crossbones, and I'd say Crossbones is better than Shang-Chi. Yeah, screw it, let's have it. Because Crossbones can, like, basically scale indefinitely with gaining the Furies. So, like, he works just fine at lower ranks, whereas Shathra, like, has more of a peak damage, so, like, oh my gosh, the lag is so bad! I'm trying to dex that, and it literally won't let it. it literally can't dex. It's like locking me in place. There we go. That time I got it. Jeez. Okay, what the heck? Failed my parry and just took a massive burst. Deals the most? I mean, depends on the matchup. I mean, Odin can deal a lot because he does, you know, percentage damage with his buffs. So if you're fighting somebody with a lot of health, he can do a lot of damage. Shang-Chi, if you ramp him up, can do the most in, you know, like one go, but for like fairly short bursty Shathras, amazing. Crossbones, you know, like his ramp can fall off, so it's not great, not ideal. So they all have merit. I mean, Neferi even has like solid damage if you can, you know, parry the last hit of specials in proximity. So. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. But yeah, it just depends on nodes, depends on scenario. Champions aren't like used in a vacuum. Like the game doesn't exist in vacuum scenarios, so you can't just like really do that with champions. This path is not recoil friendly. Here I was wanting to try and like gain some health, and I net negative there. Alright, this is actually a really bad match. There we go, crit bleed. Kind of like net neutral my health there, looks like. I'll like actually gain some health. Crap. Ouchie mama. Friggin' poison like did me in from hitting the block. When I don't want the poison, like it'll trigger like instantaneously. If I'm trying to get myself the poison, like it'll like never trigger. I feel like this is going fairly quickly, but there's still quite a few fights left. How well would Dazzler maybe work? Now let's just storm it. Do a fat special too. Fat special too. Curious if we can get this to land and just one shot it. If we get a crit, like it'll one shot. Like I'm pretty confident in that. If we get the special 2 to crit, it's gonna one shot. Oh shoot. I keep forgetting about the oh my gosh. Stupid node. Forgot about the stupid. Like, we can't even get to our special 2 because of the stupid. Didn't think about it until after I started the fight that, yeah. They just love making really unrecoil friendly nodes. So I don't think that's gonna do it well enough. God, lag, man. Bro, the lag is getting me killed, dude. It's got a crit. Big. No, we're dead. God. Dude. Like, I can't parry when it frickin' lags! And it disconnected me too. But why though? Come on. I do hate that. It's obnoxious. There it goes. We got it back. I shouldn't be taking any damage from these stupid bleeds. Okay, that was my fault. Why am I just dying, dude? I'm supposed to get 90% potency resistance. And I'm running Coagulate back again because of the extra mastery points. So that should be 100%. I should be taking no damage from these bleeds. What is the dealio here? I'm running my Coagulate. I have 100% damage resistance from the... I should be healing from having any amount of bleeds. But I'm still taking damage for some stupid reason. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. Slay, yo. At some point, maybe, yeah. I still have a lot of time to do stuff that's not, like, actually doing anything. But for sure, yeah. Like, I should be healing right. I shouldn't be taking any damage right now. Yeah, exactly. That's, yeah. I really didn't play that much, and like, when I was playing, like, when I tried to do a final push, I wasn't playing well enough. Between that, the lag, and friggin' just everything else going wrong. Gambit already has increased resistance. Oh, it was abysmal, dude. It's freaking sucked. Lag though, man, is unbearable, dude. Why did it do, like, so little damage? A crit? Did it, like, land after the prowess ended or something? Because that did no damage. Must have been after the prowess ended or something. But that did the better damage. Oh my gosh, that one was my fault. Yeah, exactly. Like if that had happened like with still like 2 weeks left, it would have sucked, but it would have been like it would have been whatever. Like doing it like trying to do it on the final day where like there was literally no more I could play. Like it just sucked. It was rough. It was rough. Yeah, or after I finish this, I'm gonna call because I do want to like actually get to bed early enough to sleep a little bit more, so I have more time in the morning. Sleeping roughly the same amount of time. I've just been staying up too late to, you know, and not getting up until afternoon. You know, doesn't leave me enough time to do much in the mornings. What was the? Let's see over here. Yeah, because it's cool. You get some extra cool stuff for going, plus the wheel and all that cool stuff. But it's not like going is like a free thing, because it's like all the expenses involved and everything. But getting there, staying in Vancouver for, you know, at least the day, well, an extra day, basically a couple days. Bro, you can't just clam up on me. Wrecked. We got up to a lot here. We had a lot of bleeds on us. That was good. There's still 5 fights before the boss. These paths are just too long, man. Like, it should have been like 10 fights and then a boss, not 15. Just, it requires too many champions, man. Even for a big roster like what I got. My roster big? I mean, it's above average size. It's not like the biggest, but like even considering especially it's free to play, like yeah, it's big. Come on. I mean, the fact that I'll have after this event, and then even more with December. So by the end of the year, I mean, I'll have more than 20. I mean, just from this event, like it'll be 20 if I do all of the rank ups. But yeah, after Banquet, by the end of the year, like I'll have, I don't know, 23, 24. Not too shabby. Yeah, I mean, there's technically free to play could have more than what I got, but not by much. Yeah, dude, the lag is getting me freaking killed, dude. But even compared to like people that spend, I mean, like I have more than some people that spend like low amounts. Um, because I'm really not competing against like the biggest spenders necessarily, because like when I'm up higher, like I was fighting a lot of them like in friggin' Arcane and Quantum and stuff. That's where a lot of them like sit. Ouch. Yeah, consistently, and then also not spending them on the units on doing other stuff like crystals and just all manner of stuff you can spend your units on. Dude, like, I can't do anything. Game lagged, and then when it stopped lagging, I was hit in the face. Like, seriously, what am I supposed to do? Is ridiculous. Let's see, who did I use for this last time? Pretty sure I used Thanos for it. Damn, I need somebody to remind you what I hate now. Broski, and now I'm gonna freaking poison it. Dude, every single one of those hits. Oh, because he has increased ability accuracy. Oh, gosh. He's got increased ability accuracy, so every single one of those hits into his block freaking gave me a poison. Oh my gosh. That was so dumb. That was so dumb. I had like so many bleeds on me too, and then I just couldn't freaking do what I wanted. I had all the bleeds because again, he's got increased ability accuracy, so like they're actually triggering like every time. It's actually convenient. Convenient. I want to try Scream for it. To lower the unit cost for Vinci, I think that's just the way the Cyber was set up. It does surprise me that it wasn't like above that. Like the keys have always been like the 5K and 15K or whatever. But the fact that like the champions were right there, I was surprised it didn't like the champions weren't like an additional above the keys. Maybe they'll make up for that in Banquet, who knows. I want to try Scream for this. Where's the Scream? It should be dead in the special 1, special 2 if we can pull that off. Oh yeah. Bro, freaking lag! Oh my gosh, dude. Right as the fight started, it stuttered. So like I didn't get my input. Unbelievable. Unreal, dude. It's so stupid. I mean, I've died to error in this quest too, but I think lag has killed me more than anything else. Actually stupid, dude. I actually don't know if the 20% is going to be enough health. Lag though. Like I said, special 1, special 2, you did. Ugh. Completely called it. Take the skill actually. It is 3:30 in the AM though, so I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Again, I will not be back the rest of the week. I'm gonna be going out of town and prepping tomorrow night, making sure I have everything. So, have yourselves a good night, good rest of your week, and for all of my fellow Americans, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you have some good plans with either friends, family, what have you. And then we'll be back probably Monday. Slight chance maybe we try and do something Sunday, but probably not, because I'll need to go to the store and pick up some groceries and stuff when I come home. So already have enough incentive to get all of them. Yeah, it depends on how they set it up. Although I do like this format of like the top one being like, because it did give you a better chance of actually getting all the champions if you were spending enough to got the final milestone. Anyway, good night, have a good week, and happy Thanksgiving. Peace.